secured. Of course, when it comes down to Octane, I fully expect to see quite a few sniper rifles. Of course, those USRs, those L11s, that do some damage. It looks like Killa getting back to old form, rocking the tacticals in this case, no longer the lethals. But wouldn't surprise me whatsoever we see some smokes be rocked out. However, currently it is going to be Illy in a 1-on-4. Very well-known S&D star into this man. However, back-to-back rounds, clutching situations will not go their way. Nihil in round 1 and Illy in round 2.
Yeah, and right there, I think John really came into form, as well as the rest of the team. I think the first one, it really just showed Nihil really come in and go guns a-blazing, especially against this team that I would say mostly S&D stars and then pretty much slacked on there, as we all know and love him as the man that was on that Luminosity team, placed 3rd in the most recent CWL championship, but also placed well during the Ghost days back in 2014. I know he placed 5th back in UMG Dallas. I think that was his best one out of the 3 tournaments run by the great UMG.
Indeed, and with that, looks like Illy responding back after having a awkward clutching situation, finds 2 to start the round off. Will end up being dropped in unison, as it looks like Bamzeus getting that bomb down to make things a little bit easier for him in Select. As we now see the retake situation potentially coming here for Killa and Twiz. Of course, 2 veterans of the scene. So we'll see them face off. Potentially what could be a very big round. Of course, like we said as well, these are best of 3s. So each map meaning more and more. Here comes the nade coming in from Killa. That should at least do some damage, but no, does not. Actually tosses that one a little bit too far. And now Slacked just has to defend the bomb with only 17 seconds left. He's going to have to check this one shortly. Someone's already on it. Twiz is going for the defuse, and it's actually going to go through. Slack's not going to get here in time. So the ninja defuse in some cases comes in. Successful retake there coming in from Twiz and Killa. So props to those boys for getting that one done. As it looks like, I believe it was Twiz who hopped on that bomb. And after we ended up seeing Slack's teammate drop, he really couldn't do a whole lot after that. But regardless, Illy still having a strong performance after 3 rounds of play, currently sitting at 5-3 and making that aggressive rush here over toward B as well. At least for the offensive team, they're making their way forward toward B and A, as it looks like Nihil will drop, Twiz will drop, Drawn as well, and now it's left up to Killa in a 1-on-4 spot, and he's getting ready to get picked off as well. Mutex there with the snipe, as no one will fall. In a solid round victory for the side of MuMuGang. Speaking of Savage, Mutex doing some work there with that sniper. Beautiful shot there coming in from Mutex himself. Doing damage here in back-to-back rounds. It looks like he is still going to be on that prowl. Does have that bomb in hand, and for the bomb planter to have that sniper, it's pretty risky to say the least, but John's still trying to make somewhat of an impact before he gets dropped by Illy as well. Illy been the man filling the kill feed, but for the one time, now going to add a death to his overall stats, as it will now be Twiz left in a 1-on-2 spot.
Let me know if you can hear him.
And we'll see what he can try and do. Of course, Mutex getting that bomb down, and Twiz should be able to respond with this one, firing some shots from afar. And it looks like Slack will be able to pick him up there, James.
Yeah, exactly, and it's actually funny, you know, the mic actually cuts out whenever you get someone's placements wrong at UMG Events. Turns out Slack's best placement was in Nashville with Most Wanted with Classic and Space Fleet. That was a pretty good one, but yeah, really just solid play right there. Just pick up the last kill on that one, and already Illy 8-4 on the map, just really carrying this team, even though they're only up by a single round.
Indeed, of course, still looking through Twiz as he finds another nice shot. Snipers are out to play, and Twiz showing exactly why he's ready for World War II. As it looks like one already taken out from the opposite side. Illy shutting down Killa. And Nihil trying to shoot through, well, what seemed like a nice angle. Bamzeus ended up finding 2 of those, and now it's left up to Twiz in a 1-on-3 scenario. He's already found 1, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to find the other 3.
Oh, definitely so, Lando. And I think at this point, they pretty much know where Twiz is right now. This pretty much can be chalked up as a loss for this Killa team over here, just because, you know, Twiz is good with the sniper. I think that when it gets back to boots on the ground for World War II, he's going to be a great asset. But there is no chance in heck that he's going to be getting down Illy, who already has 9 kills on the day, but gets Mumu there, who's going to stay as the other person, as well as Zeus. But right now, he's trying to prove me wrong. Immediately on the minimap, though, we see one player who's trying to smoke out Twiz, but cannot find him here. He may actually survive this and clutch this round up.
Yeah, but he still has to get that bomb down and plant it or find the other 2 players, and they are on opposite sides of the map. He has to shut down. It seems that that is actually Bam Zeus, so has to grab the bomb. Not a whole lot of time, but thankfully does have find that vector off the ground. And question being, does Bam Zeus check? And yes, he does. So a valiant effort there from Twiz. Finds 2 out of the 4 in different placements, but regardless, smart plays there from Bam Zeus, of course, to check the bomb set at the right time. And Illy still sitting at the top there, 9-4 after just 6 rounds of play. Playing very, very strong. Definitely the reason being why the side of MuMuGang currently has the lead.
Oh, definitely. He is one heck of a player. And I think the surprising thing is, I mean, I'm just looking at his Twitter profile very quick. Only 15 years old and playing that well against, you know, people who've competed as world champions. I mean, you look at Slack, Killa, and Twiz. They're pretty much sort of the best players technically in terms of CWL quality in this tournament, and just really making his name known right here. As Twiz still has the sniper, immediately is going to go for that one. Actually, I believe assault rifle he's using pretty much the dual scope to really smoke that guy on the far side, and it's going to be Illy all left alone, the young kid up against the 2 old men, Killa and Twiz, trying to really make his name known on this one. Probably get double-digit kills, hopping over the barrier, and Twiz just immediately guns him down.
And nice shots are coming in. I believe combined team shot there from both Twiz and Killa. Killa getting the overall plus 50 toward his scorecard. Of course, score doesn't really mean a crazy amount when it comes down to things like specialists, which kind of do exist in Ghost, but not to the same extent as like a Black Ops 3 scenario. So no worries for anyone who's watching this at home. We're not going to see any heat waves being rocked in coming into this round number 8. But regardless, we do have quite a few veterans in this lobby for the moment. Of course, you got to bring up as well John, previous player for Team Envious, trying to you know, get some preparation heading into World War II. Trying to maybe even raise his stock as well, as it looks like Twiz shutting down Illy. That's the one player who you definitely need to shut down if you are the side of Arrr. As it looks like they could be pillaging their way to grabbing another round. That was not a...
oh, God, here we go. It's going to be
good.
all pirate puns tonight, not even,
that was
talking about free agents, pirate puns, and, you know, Killa's placements in 2014. That's just going to be the entire stream. But over on the other side, we see Slacked pretty much aiming down with the sniper. Solid shot right there on the Nile, but immediately gets gunned down by Killa, who has the submachine gun. Going to be a 1-on-2 situation right now with Killa coming in clutch, taking down Mumu, 1v1 against Zeus. And here he is, folks. Killa just immediately showing why he should have been a pro back in Infinite Warfare. Just the overall gun skill that he has on boots on the ground. I mean, again, you talk about it a lot with older players who excel on these older Call of Duties, and you just immediately, the one name that pops to mind is Killa. Obviously, Embo is also in that conversation.
Oh, and Killa isn't actually able to get this bomb down, so he actually ends up grabbing a weapon by accident, because before you press square to get the bomb down, he actually ends up grabbing a weapon and doesn't have enough time to get that bomb down, so he ends up losing the round in that case.
Look,
that's heartbreaking. That sucks.
That's a strategy that if you followed him long enough, and if you followed everything, again, I've done a ton of research for the stream, but I know for a fact that those guns, it comes right, it's sort of like CSGO. You immediately pick it up, you could use it the next round. But anyways, John immediately cutting through mid-map, going to try and get a quick flank on these 2 players. Immediately, everything going down B side, gets the first blood, turns around, but immediately gets shot down by Illy, who now has his 10th kill, showing what he's made of. Ooh. And right now, 2v2 situation, Slack Mumu against Twiz.
Yeah, Slack finding 2 of those, and that's Twizzini, the great Twizzini. Can he pull off a 1-on-2 just to try and stay alive a round longer? Of course, only 1 kill currently stands in the way between MuMuGang getting a round number 1 on the board. Nade tossed out, still no information gain. Of course, does have that thermal out, so the smoke will help him for the time, but no one's going to be there. Players already rotating here toward A, and it looks like Slacked Gonna have a pretty easy time getting that bomb down for the moment. And he is gonna have the help of Mutex, as Twizzini now has to make the rotation here with that sniper rifle in hand. Don't believe he actually has a Vector, so if he would be inclined to try and find one off the ground, it would make his situation a little bit of a more likely one. But with only 28 seconds left, as long as Slatt and Mutex play this correctly, this should be a game number 1 in the books.
For sure, Lando and Twiz now inching closer. 18 seconds left on the defuse. He's going to need a full 7 at the very least to get the defuse, and he's going to try and smoke out these 2 players. He definitely doesn't have enough time for this, and the players know this. Great timing. The knife is going to come in, but Twiz runs out of time, and it's going to be a score of 6-3. The first win of the night going to go over to the MuMuGang, and really just leaving Killa only one game away from being knocked out of the tournament.
And yeah, indeed. So kind of a rather unfortunate situation there, at least for the last few rounds that we ended up seeing. Of course, Twiz in a 1-on-2, can't really find the other 2, has to kind of make his way prior with that sniper rifle. And then just a round prior to that one, we end up seeing a kind of a misplay there from Killa, trying to get that bomb plant down. He actually ends up grabbing a weapon off the ground. So kind of an awkward moment of scenarios that we end up seeing coming in from the side of Arrr. However, in due spirits, we can kind of hope that the Pirates can kind of live along and try to at least propel them to a map number 3. But of course, now we do focus our attention towards some Freight, Search, and Destroy. Curious to see how that one does play out. Of course, as we get ready to take a commercial break and load into that one, James, I want to hear your thoughts on map number 2, Freight. Do you think we see Arrr potentially force the map 3, or do you think that MuMuGang, Illy, and the crew, you think they can close it out in 2?
Well, look, when looking at the rest of the tournament, I mean, I'm looking at all the teams and a lot of former pros, a lot of players that are really put in the top of Call of Duty esports. I mean, Formal is back again and with his team with Hugs, Believe, and now T-Con. And then you look at another team that's in here, Embos, the man who literally runs the Optic Nation, is actually on a team for this tournament. And I don't know, this is probably one of the toughest first round matchups that could have been made. So I do believe that it's going to go to a 3rd map. And again, the hope is too, because I would hate to see this team of Killa as well as Twiz and John just immediately get knocked out in the first round by this Slack team.
Yeah, it would be rather unfortunate. I think this entire series really does deserve a map 3. However, we will see how that does play out. Guys, we're going to a quick commercial break. When we return, we've got Freight, Search, and Destroy for map 2. It's Arrr. It's MuMuGang. We'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's myself, Lando, joined by James Matone, as we're hopping in here toward map number 2. Some Freight S&D between Arrr and MuMuGang. MuMuGang, even though getting a few rounds granted to them at the end of map number 1, regardless, ended up going their way 6 rounds to 3, and we'll see how the side of Arrr can potentially respond. Can they force in map 3, or will we end things here in map 2? Action already going down as actually Bamzeus finds 3 to start this one off. Twiz, the last alive, a valiant push to try and make the flank toward the opposite site will not pay off. And already a hat trick and responding kill there from Illy. Things looking good if you are MuMuGang.
Yeah, that was an incredibly quick round right there. Pretty much going right over by the gate, and Zeus just immediately lining up Killa, Anil, and John as if it was just like a public lobby. I don't know how to explain it. He was just really just so accurate with that assault rifle. And now going into the second round with already MuMuGang being gifted that one.
Indeed, so very valiant push there from Bamzeus, who kind of like a one-man army in that particular case. Hanging this next offensive one, going to have that USR out. Of course, no one for their team grabbing the bomb as of yet. Probably a misplay, as it looks like Bam will rotate back. However, kills beginning to already take place. John, his life being traded already. As looks like Killa currently sitting in fire, checking toward that right side of the map, toward middle. Not spotting anyone as of yet, but current 3-on-3. If you are the offensive team, that's exactly what you want. Bam Bam finding yet again another kill, and if that player was to peek out in top story red, it would have been another kill just to add toward his total. But currently a man count advantage for the offensive team. That one is MuMuGang as it stands. And we'll see how Killa and Twiz try to hold this one off.
Yeah, again, both these team members so just veterans of this game as Killa and Mew get the kill, but only recently team as a part of Denial. And as I say that, Killa picking up the 2-piece for the biscuit score right there, all tied up at 1. And again, you think about both Twiz and Killa as two of the veterans of Call of Duty, but really have not become teammates until just literally this past year. at Anaheim, and right there, just Killa once again showing his accuracy with boots on the ground and just immediately laser-like getting that kill.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been kind of questioning Killa coming into the next game, especially for World War II. A lot of people saying that obviously, you know, jetpack games were not by any means his forte. Of course, was a world champion back in the day during Black Ops 2 with Farico. And, you know, of course, he's trying to get back to old form, trying to get back on the grind. And based on at least Twitter, he seems that he's ready to get back in the game. And, of course, playing in GOATS tournaments like this are solid preparation. Currently looking through the eyes of Killa after a very nice 1-on-2 clutch. Might have someone who was coming on the flank, but it looks like Bam Bam decides to go back up, go back toward his teammate's side. Of course, during due time, the bomb has actually gone down, and someone is currently going for that defuse. Nihil's going to have to try and stop that one shortly. Knife to the heart, and it looks like it will be Bam Bam versus Nihil 1-on-1. Bomb is down, and Bam Bam does not have a whole lot of time to work with, especially when Nihil is on his flank. So a round secured there from the side of Arrr, as they're starting to get some momentum. Killa in round 1, and Nihil finishing off things in round 2.
Yeah, and then right there, that entire team, Arrr, was just immediately just crushing in on that B-bomb site, just immediately just forced their entire team there, planted the bomb quickly, and they just could not react. It was just that quickly.
Indeed, had a little bit of issues trying to get onto that one. Regardless, a very strong retake in the end. However, looking at Illy, actually, as things do start off round number 4, getting those early stuns, the assist there from Bam Zeus. Launching underground is Illy, not spawning anyone as of yet, as the offensive push begins to be formed. Twiz and Killa yet again left in a clutching situation. Can they do it again? Is the thing. Killa picking off one, receiving shots. But Killa immediately given toward Twiz, and if Twiz was to shoot through that wall, he could have found something. Of course, the Oracle, very beneficial for us commentators, not for the players.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, I think it would be just a little bit broken if players had that, but nevertheless, bomb going to be going down right back on that A site, the exact site that Arrr just immediately just bum rushed and got there. Mumu getting the kill onto Twiz with a Vector. Illy spots one, gets him through the wall, and that's going to do it for this round. And already a little bit of a neck-and-neck game to start things off. Of course, Team Mumu just immediately just jumped out in those later rounds to win 6-3 in the first map. But right here, these two teams just really going to fight to the 11th round, it seems.
Yeah, and at least in that round that we just witnessed, it seemed kind of like an awkward play from Killa and Twiz, because of course it was a 2-on-4 due to the immediate 2 frags end up going down. But Killa and Twiz, kind of an awkward placement in the end. Killa ends up finding one through middle, kind of backs up, tries to call things out to Twiz, and Twiz has kind of like an awkward gunfight in top story red. So ones that they would not like to replicate. However, they will see what they can do when it comes down to this next offensive one. And immediately Mumu finding 2, a.k.a. Mutex, as he finds a hat trick in this round. He's showing Illy that there's not just one star player on this team, there's at least 2. Mutex finding the final kill with that long shot. So back-to-back rounds, ones that they would not like to replicate, but that one was just kind of all over the place for that offensive team. They really didn't, they kind of got, honestly, picked off on their spawn. They couldn't even make it out of that respawn timer for very long.
Yeah, Mutex, one of those guys that, of course, we always mention Killa, John, I mean, Twiz, and Slack, those are the obvious one, but Mutex in his own side, he's one of those popular Call of Duty personalities, of course. Very good Twitch streamer. I've tuned in a couple times and seen some of his casts, but also a very solid player as well. I mean, he's pretty much going 9-3 in this one. Zeus, though, is going to be really carrying here, getting the kill through the wall. 2v2 situation, trying to spray for another one, can't get it done. Bomb's going to be down on the other side of trains, and now it's going to be all up to Bam Bam himself to try to get the dynamic denial duo of Twiz and Killa. Of course, on the opposite side, going to be hopping around. And I don't know at this point. Maybe they have some good sightlines on it, but Zeus immediately gets the kill onto Killa. Twiz on the other side, but Twiz clutches up a just clutch headshot, to say the least. And at that point, Zeus had a couple of bullets onto him, and pretty much all he needs was one doink to the head, and that was it.
Yeah, and also if you are Bam Bam in that situation, I believe bomb was at the top of the train, and with 2 players coming to the opposite side who can clearly see exactly where that bomb was at, it's kind of difficult to try and grab that objective and do much of it. So kind of put in a little bit of a vice grip. Couldn't really do a whole lot, not a whole lot of opportunities for creativity did Bam Bam have in that 1-on-2 clutch. Of course, ends up finding one, but the close range shots do work out for Twiz in the end. Bam Zeus, speaking of the man, immediately fires that suppressed pistol shot to the gate, as he will be making his way underground, getting ready to spot someone, quickly peeks back around, has the stun ready. And we'll see if this engagement actually does go down. Some teammate support coming in here from one of Bam Bam's teammates. Slack finds a nade. Illy joining class as he's not going to spawn anyone for now. So rotation back, yet again a first blood going down if you are MuMuGang, so a one-player advantage as John will be dropped. Just as I say that, Killa evening things out. And trying to progress his way forward to help that bomb get down here securely at A shortly.
Yeah, Killa immediately going on to Bam Bam, and we'll see here him and Twiz, just 5 kills on no deaths in the past 2 rounds, and we're going to see Killa trying to find some more players here. Mumu, of course, being the more threatening of the two. Slack only working on a 2 and 4, has 1 kill this round, but Mumu already 9 and 3, doing a solid job. Killa spots one up on top, gets him down right there. Mumu left alone, but he's going to try to clutch it. Immediately gets his 10th kill onto Niall. And now again, it's going to be Killa and Twiz, the duo. Bomb has to be planted. They're going to be going for it right here. Spraying through the wall. Can't get it done. And now, Team R is in the lead 4-3.
And if you're Mutex in that situation, of course you have Slack who gets dropped the 3rd story. And he obviously realizes there's only 10 seconds left. So all he has to do is either stay alive and play after the bomb gets planted, or goes for the kills. He obviously tries to go for the kill, shoots through the wall instead of fire, doesn't get anything, so his position's known. They end up thinking that he's probably backed up, but instead he actually tries to challenge that one. Gets a little bit too aggressive, of course, we're able to see that through the Oracle, but in the end, kind of an awkward round, because Mutex was able to stay alive. He could have forced things, but still a very valiant effort to try and stop that bomb plant from going down. Of course, if he finds 1 kill on the bomb planter and stayed alive, it would have been another round toward the side of MuMuGang. Of course, that does not go their way, and we'll see how they do force things when it comes down to offense. But staying on board with the hot man in map number 2. It's been pretty easy for Mumu so far in some freights. As he's checking inside of red, not getting any information as far as where current player locations are, but actually getting information in the long run as at least where players are not. Slack trying to get that bomb down. Does have some teammate support, so gets that one down successfully. And at the same time, Mutex finding one, Bam Bam finding another, and Killa trying to do some damage. Went through the wall with Slack firing some shots. Can he get the kill is the question. Exchanging shots, not even seeing each other. As it will be a 2-on-3 yet again. Killa left in a position to try and clutch. Can he find the 1-on-3? It's just not looking likely anymore. Position known, and he's 1 shot right now, James. Yeah, not a round that I'd expect him to clutch anytime soon.
Yeah, Killa's doing a solid job in the past 2 rounds, just staying alive, playing his life. Pretty much had some decent vantage points with the Remington to start the round, but at that point, it was just a solid plan for MuMuGang to get it down. And now we're headed into these next couple rounds, and we could easily be going to round 11 with how things are going, just thanks to Mutex and Killa, who are really just standing out on this map too.
Absolutely. So, be looking through the eyes of the offensive team here. Of course, that is R. Nihil right now with that bomb in hand, just peeking up top, trying to find that first blood. And when you are the offensive team, first blood's man advantage means so much more. And actually receiving shots from afar actually is Nihil. That one was coming in, I believe, from Mutex toward the backside. So nearly a first blood yet again from Mutex from the opposite side. John will find one. Illy drops as well. So 2 early kills coming in from John. And Mutex trying to find John in the end. Can he even things up is the question, and yes. So a 4-on-2 now turned into a 2-on-2. As we'll see how Mutex and Bam Bam actually play this one out.
Yeah, it was actually huge for John right there to get those 2 kills. One of them just right through the... One going down. Zeus is out already. Bam Bam could have the opportunity to clutch against Killa, but he says no, sir. He's going to get double-digit kills and a nice spray with the Remington right by the train site. And they're 1 round away from forcing this to a map 3, which, again, I'm not surprised if it goes that far because these 2 teams, again, just so stacked with talent on both sides.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. I think when we talk about, at least the spread, it's kind of interesting to have these kind of matchups because, of course, you do see, guys, at least in that top side from the side of R, who all competed competitively in Ghost. Then you have guys on the opposite side, of course, excluding Select, who've kind of been only known over the last few seasons, kind of Jetpack Call of Duties as well. Not calling them Jetpackers, of course, because they have played to NWR, but still, it's kind of interesting to see the talent differential between guys, of course, vets and kind of newcomers. As it looks like it is the newcomers who generally do have that 1 map advantage. We'll see how round 10 does take place. Yet again, Killa and Twiz left in a position to clutch. Thankfully, at least for now, they do have that advantage of bomb not being put down on A as of yet, but that quickly could change. Twiz actually spawning one toward that backside, and Killa could join alongside. As they get that indicator, the bomb is down, and Killa going to force the issue. So we'll see how this retake gets made. Of course, Twiz hopping up top 3, trying to get those long line sides. But it looks like Killa gets picked off. At the same time, Twiz is able to at least respond with 1 kill. It looks like we could definitely be seeing a round 11 in our midst. And Twiz gets picked off from the side. James, 1 round to decide it all.
Yeah,
As Killa and Twiz, they can't get it done.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous, Lando. I mean, you look at MuTech. 15 kills, only 5 deaths. They pretty much only lost rounds where Mutex was down. Otherwise, they've just been able to carry it through. And just in a phenomenal game, we just have to stay on with him right here, as he may be the difference maker for his MuMuGang against Arrr. And Talk Like a Pirate Day may be over before we know it right here, as Kill Team may be down in the first round to Mutex and company.
Indeed, of course, looking through Mutex's perspective, like you said there, James, right now sitting inside of red. Now, immediately gets the indicator, quickly peeks out, does not spot anyone. And trying to force the issue. A first blood would be big for Mutex and Co. Of course, he actually ends up getting picked off, so Killa having the last laugh, at least as far as the exchange there. And it looks like Zeus toward the right side, tries to pick him off, but can't find that one. Slacked. 1 on 4. Good luck, my friend. And no, it's not going to go their way. So a round 11 victory going over toward the side of Arrr. Did you like that? I tried really hard on that one. I tried really hard to get my pirate voice to be the best possible.
Yeah, the pirates over there, the old scallywags, are going to be forcing a map number 3 on Mutex, Slack, and company. And really, just what better way to start off this weekly tournament than to have really some of the best players to play Ghosts. Just duke it out in the first round of this UMG event. Of course, we have 9 teams. The talent pool just really coming out in full force, which is usually when you look at events that have a smaller player base and, not a lot of teams. Usually you're trying to find players that you can really, identify and pick up. But honestly, just pretty much everyone's showing out for this one, to say the least, between the members of these 2 teams. And of course, Formals team coming right back again, trying to get back to the grand finals. I think it would be maybe 3 in a row for them, if not 2, if they're going to be able to do it this tonight.
Indeed, got a lot of talent in this series. Definitely does not lack such. Guys, we're going to head to a map number 3. It will be Sovereign to end out this series. Who will move forward and who will go home here early? Will it be Arrr? Will it be MuMuGang? We'll find that when we come back. Welcome back, everyone, to the Ghost 4v4 Search and Destroy for September 19th. It's myself, Lando, joined by James Matone as we hop in here toward map number 3 between Arrr and MuMuGang. I've been informed that it is Talk Like a Pirate Day, and we'll see if that luck potentially will be helping out the side of Arrr, try to advance themselves here and toward our next round, or will the young talent from the side of MuMuGang propel them to a victory? Of course, all things riding on this, and it will be Bam Bam left in a 1-on-2 to start off this round here, James.
Yeah, I think this one's pretty much in the books if Bam Bam can't really get this done. Positioning looks to be in favor of Killa and company, as Twiz may be the first one to probably figure out where Bam Bam is, as he's trying to get the bomb down. Yes, it is down. So he does have that advantage, but immediately getting spotted. And is that fall damage?
It is.
Right there that he just died from?
Assisted suicide. Rather unfortunate.
Wow.
But a kill nonetheless.
That is just, that's a tough one to swallow right there. And the Pirates will be taking this one. And just, again, I can't get that out of my mind.
I can't either. Yeah, and I'm not going to lie, ever since you mentioned that it's Talk Like a Pirate Day, that's actually kind of distracting me a little bit. Not that that's a problem by any means. I'm just imagining Killa with an eye patch, that's all. I think John would be the first mate, to be honest. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Killa would obviously be the captain.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
No question.
Yeah, Twiz would definitely be the first mate. And then I would say, like,
so?
John. Yeah, I'd say so. I think, like, even pan out that well. I mean, yeah, it really didn't pan out that well.
What's the guy who's at the top of the ship who, like, calls out, like, Lan Ho? Who's
the lookout?
Yeah, the lookout. I think that'd definitely be Nihil. I think that's fair to say.
I guess so.
I love
but
Nihil.
Immediately, Yeah, Twiz and Killa getting the 2 kills right there. John and Nihil looking like people who should be walking the plank at this point, going 0-2 so far. And Twiz and Killa carrying the team through these first 2 rounds. 2v2 situation with Twiz and Killa against Mutex and Bam Bam. And it does seem like they're going for a fantastic setup. Twiz just has the leverage on his side. He's in pretty much a spot that not too many people are going to really spot him at. And then Killa is going to try to rotate over him, get it done without being spotted by any other player. It does seem like Mumu might be the one on the other side to get the flank on him if he can get it done. But comes the plant. And Killa will get the bomb down and immediately pressures on. Picking off one, tried for the second, can't get it done. Killa tried for it, and Mutex getting the double and getting the defuse. A solid job for him. Got 15 kills in the last game and immediately making his presence known in this one, starting out 4-1 and giving the MuMuGang the first round.
Man, that is so unfortunate because like Twiz and Killa had a great opportunity to get that bomb down, kind of defend it pretty well. And, you know, obviously Mumu, his teammate ends up dropping in some cases, kind of has to make a clutch situation happen, finds the first and immediately knows where to check. Of course, player either backed out and kind of went toward the opposite angle or was obviously going to be in nest, and Mutex was able to seek that one out. So, man, he looks so solid in map number 2, continuing things here in map 3, trying to get a W in this one. As I'm still looking on board with his perspective, but John makes the quick turnaround. The SMG up close is something that favors his play style, as he's showing exactly why. He is a COD World League Championship MVP. John the Don, Fear John, so many names. Kind of a silent guy, actually, but, you know, very talented regardless. But it looks like a push coming in here, and Killa's ready and waiting for that. Doesn't expect a second one just to be around the corner. However, it will only be hit markers in the end. It looks like he's going to defend this one up close and personal. Not the best weapon at choice, and yes, he is going to drop. So now it's Nihil left in a 1-on-2, and at least knows positioning of one of these players. We'll see how he tries to take this one out.
Yeah, immediately spots one. 1v1 situation, but through the boxes, Illy getting that one. And at the start of the round, both teams had their primary Slayers immediately out of the competition, Twiz and Mutex going down. So really had to rely on the reserves here, and Illy just stepping up big time right here. Now has a 3-kill streak going into this 4th round. And it did seem like Mutex and company were going to pull away in that second map, and really just not even force the 3rd, but at this point, they're just really trying to fight for the right to stay in this tournament, this 9-team UMG 4v4 Ghost Tuesday event. So that said, now going to be going over to Nihil. Just going to immediately post up mid-map.
Oh, and Twiz just knifed his own teammate.
Really?
Oh my. Not exactly sure why that's the case. Maybe a mutiny's forming? These are pirates.
Yeah, it's totally possible, but I have no clue.
I've not seen that in a long time. I've seen plenty of team kills happen in the past, but I've never seen a team knife. At least in a very long time. I can't remember the last time I've seen a team knife. Maybe an accidental reaction there from Twiz. Maybe they were joking in the chat. Who knows? And you know, just wasn't having it. Who knows? But regardless, 3-1 for the side of MuMuGang. And at the top, Illy and Mutex. Both these guys have been lighting it up here in this series. Not at all surprising to see them doing similar damage here in map 3.
Yeah, just honestly just a very peculiar moment there as Mutex going to be moving up, running through the smoke and trying to pick off. Again, really it's the first bloods really matter, and it seems that Bam Zeus is going to be taken out by Nihil right away, so immediately man advantage going over to Arrr as
very good.
What
is going on? Nihil just oh wait, okay, apologies. I saw that. Wait, did Nihil also just knife John?
I don't
Nihil
think so.
just knifed John as well. There's something that's going on. This is not happening.
No, yeah, this is...
I'm setting the controller down. I'm confused.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Because, again, the one tournament that I commented gets that kill right there. Immediately going to try to spot Slack in this 3v1 situation. They have the round. But I guess I know a lot of people don't like to talk about IW Jetpack games, but one tournament I commentated, literally, dude was maybe 2 feet from the uplink portal, throws it. It just goes airball right over out of play.
That's
I don't know what is it with me, but apparently whenever I commentate an event, just weird shit happens. And apparently it just seems like mutiny is happening over by R, but they still win the round.
So in back-to-back rounds, John has been knifed by a teammate.
Look.
It has been... there's got to be something that I'm missing. Like there's something that we're just not catching. I'm looking on board with John throughout this entire round. I do not care what anything else happens. I have to see what's going on with this. And I swear to God, if it happens in a third round, I think... I actually don't know what to think if that happens. I was thinking about giving something away, but I don't have the power to do that.
Oh, no. Yeah, I can't give anything away. I'm a college student. What I have to give away? Crippling debt, ramen noodle packets? Like, come on. Yeah, exactly. Well, the ramen noodles are pretty good. But anyways, John, nearly not getting knifed for more than 5 seconds. Niall going to be the first one to go down 3v4 as John trying to play his life near the bomb. Immediately force situation, and right there, the immediate drop shot, and Bam Bam goes down. Twiz in the 1v3. This one all but sealing this round for the MuMuGang as Twiz. It's going to be a tough one if he wants to get it done, but he just immediately needs to take it one gunfight at a time if he wants to do it. Hey, Mr. Player right there. No! Gets the one in the corner and immediately gets shot down. And right now, Mutex and company 2 rounds away from advancing to the round of 8.
And I honestly don't think that we can hate on John for losing that gunfight, because of course he hasn't really been in many in the last 2 rounds. He's not really used to firing away with that gun just because he's been knifed in back-to-back rounds. So I think he's trying to get readjusted to like what it's actually like to play Call of Duty, just because he's actually been knifed in the back in back-to-back rounds actually. So with that, it is 4-2. It's currently Mutex and Co. up, aka the MuMuGang. And we'll see if R can potentially get back into this one. Of course, this would be the round to do it, and I also think if Mutex and Co. were able to walk away with this round, that it should be basically a game that should be closed out. But still, regardless, it is Mutex who gets dropped for that first blood. John finally finding a way with that first blood, and it looks like on the opposite side, Nihil watching that flank here over at A. And is going to get some action, but can't find that gunfight. So that's a huge one that he loses. So now the things are even. It's not a 4-on-2. Instead, it's an even matchup. It's a 3-on-3, and Bamzoo's finding one from afar. Illy doing the same. And now Killa left in a 1-on-2 scenario just before he shuts down Slacked. It would be a 1-on-3 in a situation that Killa almost has to win in order to keep his team in this tournament. How does the vet retake this one? Currently sitting at 6-4. Has played very well when it comes down to this series, but he's going to have a very heavy load. And actually, pre-fire shuts down Bamzoos. Now has one player left in his sights. It is going to be Illy. The stun, the combo with the nade, firing away on that A site. Is not going to get any information, but ends up getting shot there from Illy. A valiant effort there from Killa, but one that will still go the MuMuGang's way. As Illy, look at that line sight. You're never going to see him. You are never going to see him. Very well played there from Illy. And not a shot that I'd ever expect Killa, or anyone for that matter, to ever hit, just because you literally can't see him.
Oh, definitely not. I think with that last kill from Killa right before he died, I think that just comes from the experience that he has. Just in Ghost specifically, I mean, he's one of those players that's ground this game day in and day out, just, pretty much right when it went to the jetpack era. So not really a surprise there with Killa really finding just the places where you usually hide when you're going for that bomb site. Immediately kill a game first blood onto Bam Bam. Immediately becomes 3v3. John getting a kill right there. Bodies flying everywhere. And it does seem that this one may go back to R. They're going to have to win 4 rounds straight. But if they want to do it, they got to start with this one. They get it done by taking out Mutex.
They do indeed. They shut down the hot man. Looks like Nihil in your final kill cam will be able to find that one. Taking a look at your scorecard on the far right. Despite Slack's kind of slow performance, 1-7, it has been Illy and Mutex the entire series. You've really done quite a bit of that damage. And of course, from the side of R, Killa continuing to do some work, as well as Twiz. John not really having the best of performances when it comes down to the series, but you can't really hate on him too much in this map 3 just because of the 2 of those deaths not really being his own. With that, we'll see how this round does start to round out as 2-3 kills immediately going the side of R's way, as it will now be Bam Bam left in a 1-on-4 scenario, most likely waving the flag for right now, especially because that bomb is down and not in the best of spots. However, could get to it. I don't believe the side of R does know where that bomb is at, just due to where they're playing at currently, but you most likely would expect if he does get that bomb down or immediately fire some shots away that he should be dropped. And he actually isn't going to find anyone at all. If John finds him, I'm not saying anything, James, but we could be seeing something, and I'm not even going to give credit to it just because I don't jinx it. But hey, crazier things have happened. That's all I'm saying.
They definitely have, and honestly, I think that if it does, I think it will be because since Slack really is not coming into form in this one, only 1-8, seems to be one of the first dead in every round that he's played in. I'm going to personally go on to him to see if he can turn it around. If they want to really take this and move on to the next round, then you're going to have to see Slack maybe get like 1 or 2 kills, really step it up here. You can't really have Mutex really carrying the torch, and if they're going to be doing that as their main strategy and really just having Mutex just really carry this team all the way through the tournament, I don't think they're going to get that far. As I say that, Niall going down first. Slack does have a very good line of sight, but the action going to be going over by the side of Killa. Slack going down now 1 and 9, but that might not matter anyways, as Killa, John, the last 2 are alive for R. Mutex are going to have Mumu and Illy as their last 2, and this one going to go down to the wire. Illy going down for the side of MuMuGang, and it's going to be all up to Teddy Mutex to try and win this one against a world champion, and John. Just really going to be a tough one here, and definitely not going to be winning that one. And Lando, we're going round 11.
Oh, man, we are indeed. And a very well-played offensive round actually coming in there from the side of R. You know, Twiz kind of gets that bomb down. Ends up getting dropped from Illy to the side, but I like the aggressive plant despite the fact that Nihil dropping for that first blood. So what you normally like to expect, first blood's going a team's way that should most likely secure that round. Of course, you've heard the stat for years about it being like a 70 to 80% win rate, but in this case, it is not. Round 11 coming underway, and it looks like the offensive team indeed will actually be the side of MuMuGang, so a little bit of a disadvantage coming into this one. And it looks like Bam Bam firing away, shuts down Nihil yet again for that first blood, as Nihil's going to have to sit in that respawn screen, hoping to his teammates, then clutch this one out to give him something to do for a little bit longer. It looks like shots beginning to come in. Illy still with that bomb. Fires one actually on the site, and John picks him off. A big win there from John as he'll increase his kill total now toward 11. Highest amount of kills, not just for his team, but in the lobby. Up close gunfight, firing away with that Vector. Can't find anything, but still doing a great job at holding off and trying to defend this site for as long as possible. And it looks like we will be seeing that rotation coming in. Bam Bam and Mutex clearing out A for a potential plant coming in shortly from Select.
Yeah, at this point, John, incredible 7 kill streak going into this one. Now checking both bomb sites, trying to make sure that there's nobody on it. This one coming down to the kill coming in. Mutex, 3v2 advantage. Mumu trying to search for one, can't get it. That's absolutely clutch. And it's going to be Bam Bam and Slack against Twiz in the 2v1 as John goes down. This may be it, but Twiz picks up the first. It's just him and Slack. Slack, if you're going to get your second kill of the game, you got to do it now. And all he has to do is get it on the great Twizini. Can he get it done? 14 seconds left. Going towards the A-bomb site. Doesn't spot him still. He needs about 7 seconds of plant. I think he has to go for it right here. And the knife comes in.
Oh, no.
Late. It is too late. And R are out of it. Slack going 1 in 10. But he just may have had the most clutch kill right there without drawing a single drop of blood, baiting out the time, and sending Kill and Co. out of the tournament.
What an insane sequence of events. You see a total of actually 9 kills for Mumu, Zeus, and Illy, despite, like you said, Slack's kind of slow performance in that map 3. A 1v1 to bring it all things out. And just wrong corner search there from Twiz. Kind of an unfortunate situation. A great reaction with that knife. Of course, he knifed John a few rounds before that, so he's pretty loose with that. Has got the right stick working pretty well, but in the end, it does not work out. So a round 11 in back-to-back maps. I think it's fair to say that was a fun series, James. That was a fun series for us to kick off board with. So major props to the production team for actually getting that one on board with us, because that was a fun match to watch, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome. I mean, whenever you get into a lobby with 2 former world champions and pretty much that just immediately just gets you sold right there. Then you have guys like Slack, I mean, Mutex, fantastic personality and also Twitch streamer and just everything overall. Just overall incredible match. And again, it's only the first round because really coming up next, I mean, take your pick. We can hop on with Mbos' team. We can go back to the great old Optic formal, or we can keep it right here as it seems that Mutex and Slack and all the rest of this MuMuGang squad will be moving on into this UMG 4v4 S&D tournament.
Indeed they will, but guys, before we head to a commercial break, of course, I want to give a quick shout to our sponsors. We've got Origin PC, Quar Clothing, Scuff Gaming, and Zowie, a brand by BenQ. Major thank you, of course, to our sponsors for making tournaments like this one happen. Of course, live here from the UMG studio, and if you guys are interested as well, we're actually doing a giveaway here for UMG for the month of September. All you have to do is go to the Twitch chat right now and type in !giveaway. You'll be greeted with a link where you can win a number of different prizes. We've got copies of World War II. I think we got 2 copies of World War II. We've got a UMG Scuff, UMG Prime, UMG credits, a number of different prizes for you guys to walk away with, especially heading into World War II, which is definitely a game that everyone is looking forward to, including myself, including James, the production crew, everyone, even the players in the game. Everyone's looking forward to World War II, and especially to broadcast those tournaments for you guys. So, of course, we want to try to give back to you guys in this giveaway. So make sure to do that at any time during the stream. But, guys, we're going to be heading into our next matchup. We'll get that one ready for you guys in just a moment. Before we do that, we're going to head to a commercial break. Like I said, when we return, we've got the Ghost 4v4 Search and Destroy for September 19th. We'll be back.